Hey, Shalom. Okay, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Barakati Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Barakati Wakakadash. Double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS. Okay, and salutation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, let me try and do this without this crashing again. Something about being on this site here is making my screen recorder shut down. But anyway, I'm gonna try it again. But anyway, this is attack on the truth here. All right, these people, this Shedamite, it's just another one of their spokespersons to attack the truth here. And you know that's ultimately what it is. It's the truth that they're attacking. They can literally care less about the average individual bringing out whatever information. But whenever you add this information to prophecies, the scriptures, and to the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that's when it becomes the focal point of their attacks. But again, you know what? Let me start with a scripture here. Again, with a scripture. I thought there was one in Romans I had, but let me see here. Give me a second. Peter's. It's like it's Peter's. Okay. First Peter's 4, and it says here. Verse 12, 4 and 12, first read 4 and 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing is happening unto you, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahweh's sufferings, that when his glory be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. If ye be reproached for the name of Yahweh, happy are ye, for the Spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified. So we're going to continue doing our thing. Again, till Yahushua makes his enemies his footstool. Like good scripture to quote. But let none of you suffer as a murderer or as a thief or as an evildoer, which we're going to be falsely accused of, or as a busybody in other men's matters. Okay? So, and being in this truth, which especially another video I have, they have your boy Claude Swab, sweet speaking, and you know what? Let me do this. Let me do that. He made a statement. He mentioned just listen how he speak, the words he spoke. Let me see if I can find it here.
The world has reached
fast forward, just
critical or confrontational attitude to the plans of the WEF must be dealt with harshly.
We need to overcome the most critical fragmentation. And the most critical fragmentation is between those who take a constructive attitude and those who are just bystanders, observers, and even go into the negative, critical, and confrontational attitude.
Klaus Schwab's attitudes. They're about to make their moves, y'all. You know, so let me go back to this troll here, this Shedamite. You know, and you know it's clearly they're pushing their agenda, which their agenda is the left-hand side, you know, which is the left-hand side of, you know, unrighteousness, Satanism, just anything opposite of righteousness and the truth. All right, but their goal again is they're forcing their agenda on the people. So let me let this play as well.
The reason for its existence is not only legal but noble.
Hold on, she's mentioning.
How do you to the norms we all value? After all, how do you successfully end a war if people are led to believe the reason for its existence is not only legal but noble.
So they force, and not that I'm saying Russia is innocent, but Russia's a major part of these prophecies here, and what they did, they forced Russia's hand, okay, to defend their borders, man. But I'm not going to go into speaking on that. But everyone knows they forced Russia to play their hand, to go into Ukraine and totally disintegrate that military there and the West agenda. So anyway, let this continue playing, because she's spilling some beans here.
How do you tackle climate change if people do not believe it exists?
How do you take on climate change if people do not believe it exists? See, they're pushing their agenda.
How do you ensure the human rights of others are upheld when they are subjected to hateful and dangerous rhetoric and ideology?
Hypocrisy. Now she's showing and speaking hypocrisy now. Talking about speaking of human rights. These devils can give a damn about human rights, especially if you just examine the curses and how the Israelites are treated, man, around the world, but mainly here in Babylon, but the world, man. Because these curses reach around the world, reach the four corners of the earth.
The weapons may be different, but the goals of those who perpetuate them is often the same: to cause chaos and reduce the ability of others to defend themselves, to disband communities, to collapse the collective strength of countries who work together. But we have an opportunity here to ensure that these particular weapons of war do not become an established part of warfare.
And that weapon of war she's speaking of is the truth. It's the truth. So here we go. Select it. Go back here. News here. I just clicked out of that one, but there was another one. I have my sights on. Fox News. Wait a minute, Slacky. Why do I keep clicking on the same thing? But I guess it's the only one I can use here. Say free speech is a weapon of war and censorship. But let me just stand here. Now she's a permanent. She's permanently employed by the World Economic Forum now. She was a former prime minister, but okay. At the UN General Assembly on Friday, Ardern announced a new initiative to help improve research and understanding on how a person's online experiences are. Where'd it go? Here we go. An understanding of how a person's online experiences are curated by automated processes, saying the work done in partnership with companies and nonprofits will be important in understanding more about mis and disinformation online, a challenge that we must, as leaders, address. Okay. The Prime Minister acknowledged that calling a regulated speech online in any way can seem problematic. As leaders, we are rightly concerned that even the most light-touched approaches to disinformation could be misinterpreted as being hostile to the values of free speech that we value so highly. She noted, but while I cannot tell you today what the answer is to this challenge, I can say that complete certainly that we cannot ignore it. This is her words, that video I just played. To do so exposes an equal threat to the norms we all value. Esau talking about the norms we all value. So you can read all this for yourself. So you see, they're about to come after this truth, man. And then ultimately, again, which has always been prophesied, which always been, it's been, especially now, it's been most often spoken of a lot. The famine of the word that's coming in. And ultimately, this devil's goal is going to be put into full effect, man. It's going to be ultimately put in full effect. Second Peter 2. Okay. Ooh, the rise of the false prophet. There were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who probably shall bring them on heresies and deny the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their promiscuous ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. Okay. And through covetousness shall they be with feigned words make merchandise of you. Shall they with feigned words, shall they with feigned, okay, mold, form, as from clay, wax, or stone, feigned, false, which means feigned, means false, okay, feigned means platos,
Strong's G 4112 plastos. Plastos.
The root word to plastos is plaso. Okay, the root word plaso, a primary verb to mold, shape, or fabricate. So again, and through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. So these devils are ultimately on their way out of here. So look at the word famine here. So here we go, 8 and 11. I'm going to close with this here. Behold, the days come, said the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but he's bringing those things, but he's giving you, he's been specific here. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And while right now it's in plenteous, you can educate yourself on all levels of the truth, all topics of the truth in abundance, literally in abundance. Now the day's coming where it's all going to be shut down, because this word again is, these devils hate Yahweh Shai, man, and everything he represents. So keep your eyes open, stay up in prayer. Till next time, Shalom.